Good morning, Diet Center, and today is Wednesday, April 22nd. We just got a handful of clicks until the end of the week, and I know a lot of you are pushing very hard to beat 2008's April numbers, and a lot of you are well on your way. We'll get your rankings right at the end of this video. I want to talk today about the lead box system. After yesterday's video, I fielded a lot of calls on the lead box system, so I want to walk you through the lead box protocol in an effort to help all of you more efficiently and more effectively maximize appointments and the subsequent enrollments that you'll generate from effectively using the lead box. I want to hit you with 5 quick rules though. Rule number 1, keep the lead box in a safe, preferably fireproof area when it's not being used. When done correctly, the lead box represents tens if not hundreds of thousands of dollars of the advertising investment you've made over the lifetime of your center. Rule number 2, a lead is never dead. Let me repeat that. A lead is never dead. Until they go on to that great peaceful place of tranquility in the sky, then they're dead. Rule number 3, inspect the lead box daily, and if not daily, at least weekly, to make sure that the leads are being called and are being notated properly. Rule number 4, count your leads. Let me say that again, count your leads. Always know how many leads you have on hand. Remember, you should be converting at least 4% of all the leads you have in your lead box on any given day. Rule number 5, every time you take an incoming call, you pull out a card and you fill out a lead card on that prospective client with all the pertinent details. So let's get started. This, my friends, is your lead box. If you've not seen it before, you can order it through Staples, Office Max, Office Depot. All of the ordering information that you would possibly need. If you just click on one of those sites and type in card catalog, it'll bring up all this information. You have limited choices, so it keeps the opportunity to order the right material on a high side. Within that lead box, you want to have January, January through December cards. They look like this. They're already imprinted with the information that you need January through December. You also want to have 1 to 31 cards. Those cards are already pre-printed as well. In addition to January through December 1 to 31, you want to have an AM, PM, and evening card. You can't order those, so you're just going to have to jerry-rig one and maybe just turn one of your lead cards right side up and write that on there. You also want to remember the rule of 25, 8, and 4, which states in 1 hour, any of us can dial the phone 25 times, reach 8 people, set 4 appointments. Let me define what reach means. Reach does not mean someone answers the phone and little Johnny says, "My mommy's in the bathtub." A reach is when mommy gets out of the bathtub and takes your call. That's a reach. So 25, 8, and 4. Make sure the leads are called every single day. And when the leads are called, you want to make sure that you note the date, the time, and the result on that card. And here's a sample card, if I can get it out of the box, which you'll be able to see. You can see it's got name, rank, serial number, and times it was called. It was called at 2:30 p.m., busy. Called at 4 p.m., appointment set. Then the person obviously no-showed. We called him again, not home. Called him again, no answer. All of the codes and all the notations that you need are found in the training manual. And if you need assistance with that, both Denise and Scott can direct you in the right place in the page number. When an appointment is set, you take that lead card out of the lead box and paper clip it to the appointment book. When they enroll, you include it with the enrollment file. If they don't, it goes right back in the lead box to be called 30 days from now, 60 days from now, maybe 90 days from now. You just keep calling. The lead box is an evergreen system, which means it never terminates. It rolls over day to day, week to week, month to month, and year to year. So you're always moving cards forward. So if I call this person and they say, "Don't ever call me again," well, I'm going to move that ahead about 60 days because I figure they're going to have a point of pain and want to be in a situation where they can start to lose weight again. Let me hit some of the obvious questions. What do I do with no-shows? You keep calling them and calling them and calling them and reschedule an infinitesimal number of times until they show up or you can no longer reach them at that number. Don't ever call me again. People are, as I've already noted, 30, 60, 90 days out. Disconnects, move them forward about a week. Most people get their phone reconnected in about a week. At least that's been my experience with making these calls. The value of the lead box is in the tens of thousands of dollars. Just to get started, 100 leads in itself in a lead box is worth about $2,000. 200 leads, obviously $4,000. 500 leads is worth about $10,000. 1,000 leads is worth $20,000. Now I think you can see why I would say keep it in a safe, secure place. If you had $20,000 in cash laying around, I'm pretty confident you'd make sure it was locked up in a safe at night. Now, I'm not talking about new leads in terms of the value. I'm talking about older leads. When you get into new leads, the value escalates dramatically. And when I say dramatically, I mean 100 new leads, that's worth $20,000. 200 leads are worth $40,000. 500 new leads are worth $100,000, and 1,000 new leads are worth $200,000. So I think you can see the importance of maximizing every call that you get, every name and phone number, every referral, contest box lead, lead from a bridal fair, trade show, health fair, whatever. Anytime you've got a name and a number of someone who's made some sort of a gesture that they want to lose weight and have reached out to us, you want to make sure that you act on that. Here's a quick that was a quick summary of the lead box system, but here's a quick review of some news points. There are, as of 10:11 this morning, Eastern Time, no back orders. The Off to the Races went up on YouTube yesterday. I think we were up around 15 to 20 centers have clicked on that, but there are close to half the network has already clicked on the PAM system to download the information, so obviously a lot of you are taking advantage of this. Paid media is recommended for the next few weeks until the week before Memorial Day here in the States. Reports are due Friday, and everybody knows where to send them, right? Reports at dietcenter.com. Reports at dietcenter.com. Reports at dietcenter.com. That's an email address, not a website. Repeat, that's an email address, not a website. Conference call will be this Friday at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. You don't want to miss it. Always try to be on it live, but if you can't, it's always sent to you in a recorded playback version. Let's take a look at the top 25 centers for last week as of this morning. Let's start with Donna Hyde in Joplin, Missouri, number 25. Number 24, Lynn Manzer in Castle Rock. Donna Hyde, number 23 in Neosho, Missouri. Number 22, way to go, Donna, collecting some numbers in the top 25. Peggy Reese in Clarksdale is 22. Margaret Teal in Goldsboro is 21. Nancy Geiger is finally getting through winter in Wisconsin and is 20th. 19th is Lynn Manzer in Monument, Colorado. We know, Tom, I know you're in there, buddy, so you're helping out. John Cunningham and Laura Cunningham are 18th in Greenwich, Connecticut. Judy Wiley in York, Nebraska is 17th. Desiree Girardi's Hewlett New York Center is 16th. Carrie Davis is 15th in Colorado Springs. 14th is Jean Warwick in Sudbury, Ontario. Way to go, Jean. Talk about getting through winter. The folks in Canada are finally breaking free of winter's grip. Carolyn Ishii in Huntsville, Alabama is 13th. Sue and Karen in Lincoln, Nebraska are 12th. Stephanie Squared in Ramsey, New Jersey are number 11. Here are your top 10. Julie and Brian Chrissy, I'm sorry about misspelling your last name there. We'll get it fixed. Julie and Brian Chrissy in Cary, North Carolina are number 10. Ty and Jason in Bentonville are number 9. Linda and Maureen are number 8 in Midland Park. Desiree is number 7 in her Albertson, New York Center. Number 6 is Judy Finch in Rye, New York. Number 5 is Jason and Ty in Jonesboro, New York. Number 4, Sylvia Watkins in Wilmington, North Carolina. Number 3, Marilyn Helton in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And number 2 is Ty and Jason in Germantown, Tennessee. And number 1 are Ty and Jason in Memphis, Tennessee. At the end of this week, we'll email out and fax out sales data as well. That's your roundup for today. Have a great day, everybody. Talk to you tomorrow.